Have you ever closed the bathroom door, only to hear the soft scratch of paws on the other side? Or worse, those big sad eyes staring up at you the moment you stand up from your seat? If you have a dog, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you've ever wondered, really wondered, why they do it, I promise you, the answer is nothing like what you think. Most people laugh it off. They call their dog a little weirdo, take a photo, share it online, and move on. But what if I told you that this behavior, this strange, slightly awkward little habit, is actually one of the most profound things your dog will ever do for you? What if the reason your dog follows you into the bathroom has nothing to do with being nosy and everything to do with something deeply emotional, something rooted in millions of years of instinct that your dog cannot help, cannot suppress, and would never want to? Because once you understand the real reason, you will never look at that little shadow the same way again. Let's start at the very beginning. Dogs, at their core, are pack animals. Not in the watered-down, casual way people say it, but in a deeply wired, neurological, life-or-death kind of way. For tens of thousands of years, before cozy homes and warm beds and ceramic food bowls, dogs survived by staying together. A dog that wandered too far from the group was a dog in danger. Separation wasn't uncomfortable for them. It was genuinely terrifying. And that ancient wiring? It didn't disappear when they moved into our homes. It simply redirected itself toward us. You became the pack. You, walking into the bathroom and closing the door, became the equivalent of a pack member disappearing into the unknown. And your dog, driven by instinct older than language, simply could not let that happen without following. But here's where it gets even more interesting, because it's not just about fear or anxiety, not entirely. Research into canine attachment behavior has revealed something remarkable. Dogs form bonds with their primary caregivers that mirror, almost perfectly, the attachment bonds that human infants form with their mothers. A study published in the journal Science found that when dogs gaze at their owners, both the human and the dog experience a surge of oxytocin, the same bonding hormone released between a mother and her newborn child. Your dog doesn't just like you. Your dog is neurochemically bonded to you in one of the most powerful ways biology allows. So when you disappear behind a closed door, even for 2 minutes, your dog isn't being dramatic. They are experiencing a genuine, physiological pull to be near you. Their heart rate subtly rises. Their senses go on alert. They listen for your footsteps, sniff the gap beneath the door, and wait, sometimes silently, sometimes desperately, for you to come back. And there's something else most owners never consider. In the wild, moments of stillness and vulnerability were the most dangerous moments for any animal. Drinking from a stream, sleeping, being separated from the group. Your dog understands, on an instinctual level, that you are at your most still and most exposed in that small room. They are not following you to be annoying. They are following you to protect you. In their mind, in the truest, most loyal corner of their ancient heart, they are standing guard. Think about that for a moment. Every time your dog pushes through that door, or sits outside it whimpering softly, they are telling you something they have no words for. Asterisk, I've got you. I won't let anything happen to you. Not even in here. Asterisk. Now, not all dogs do this to the same degree, and that difference is actually telling. Dogs with stronger attachment styles, those who have been with their owners longer, those who were rescued from uncertain early lives, those who rely heavily on their human for emotional regulation, these dogs tend to follow most persistently. It's not clinginess in the way we use that word for people. It's devotion made physical. It's love that doesn't know how to be still. There's also a trust element that runs in both directions. Dogs are extraordinarily perceptive creatures. They read our moods, our micro-expressions, our breathing patterns, and our body language with an accuracy that continues to astonish scientists. When you are relaxed, they feel it. When you are anxious, they feel that too. And interestingly, the bathroom, that quiet, private space, is often where humans let their guard down the most. Your dog senses the shift in your energy. They want to be part of that quiet moment with you, not because they need something from you, but because being near you, in any state, is their version of peace. Some owners try to stop this behavior. They close doors firmly, teach boundaries, use baby gates. And that's okay. Boundaries in a home are healthy and fair. But if you've ever given in, just once, and let your dog curl up at your feet in that small tiled room while you went about your business, you may have noticed something. They don't stare. They don't demand. They simply settle. They exhale. Because they don't need to do anything. They just needed to know you were there. There is a particular kind of dog who does this that deserves a special mention, and that is the dog who has lost someone. Dogs who have experienced the disappearance of a person they loved, through death, through a family change, through a move. These dogs often become the most devoted bathroom followers of all, because they learned, in the most painful way possible, that sometimes the person walks away and doesn't come back. And so they follow, always, just to make sure. If that's your dog, if you know they've been through loss or instability, then that little paw under the bathroom door is not just a quirk. It is survival. It is hope. It is a dog who loves you so much that the 2 minutes of separation feel like a risk they are not willing to take. We spend a lot of time asking what dogs want from us. More walks, better food, bigger beds. But maybe the most honest answer to that question is already standing outside your bathroom door. They don't want things from you. They want you, your presence, your scent, the sound of your voice, your footsteps, your breathing. The simple, irreplaceable fact of you being alive and near in theirs. The next time your dog follows you to the bathroom, I want you to do something. Instead of sighing, instead of gently nudging them out and closing the door, just pause for 1 second. Look down at them, because what you're seeing is not a needy animal with bad manners. What you're seeing is one of the most ancient, unbreakable forms of love this world has ever known. A creature who chose you, who watches over you, who would follow you absolutely anywhere, even there. And in a world that so rarely offers us that kind of unconditional, uncomplicated devotion, maybe the right response isn't to close the door. Maybe it's just to say, asterisk, I see you. And I'm not going anywhere either. Asterisk. That's all for today on Petzen. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next upload.